guess. Trophy. Does the chat work? The chat works. Yay! Yayers! Hey, Angel in Green, how are you? Good morning. Just getting ready to share to group, so it's just going to take me one moment. Hey, Christina, how are you? I'm good. I just did the Leo 2020 yearly. Oh, you liked it, Ducky? Good. I'm gonna do Virgo next, but I need a moment just to let me share out to groups and kind of clear my head. There was these 2020s, like I don't know what it is. I think it's because I go so far out into the year, it just feels weird. Like in my head, I feel a little spacey after doing each one. So I need to sort of ground a little bit and get into the present moment back to today so that we can look at what's happening today. So give me one moment while I share to groups and that'll help bring me back here, hopefully. And I'm going to ground a little bit. Sorry I'm on late, guys. The Leo one ran a little long, I guess. If you guys want to also share out the stream, that would be great. Anywhere you'd like to your own pages, to your friends' pages. I mean, anywhere where it's acceptable. Like, don't bombard your friends if your friends are like, not into it. But anywhere you think that it would be utilized and appreciated, please feel free to share out the video. All shares help me to get my forecast out there. And in essence, hopefully create the business that I'm trying to create. I got up again early this morning, 6 a.m. Like wide awake. Keep missing you in NB the mornings. What's NB? Christina. Is NB where you are? Hey, good morning, Ann. Thank you for sharing, Ann. Hey, Veronica, how are you? Still sharing out to groups. Just give me one more moment, guys. I don't even know where that posted. You gotta love it when you're sharing it to places you don't even know where it's going. You're like, that just went out to nowhere. Two more and then we're done. All right, I think that's everything. Let me just close this up. Okay. Hey Amanda, how are you? Finally got you when you are live. I'm lazy getting up in the morning, plus I work late at night. That's okay. You guys don't have to watch me live. It's fine either way. I'm on every morning. I just do it. It's like sort of my daily practice to uh, uh, get up and do this every day. It's a way to give back to everybody on a daily basis. And it's also an opportunity for me to let others see me, like how I read, what I say, so that they can get a sense of who I am. So, or to build a relationship with me at some level, so that they can feel that they can trust me, or confide in me, or maybe come to me for an actual reading, become a client, that sort of thing. So it is a bit of a marketing tool in that regard. And I like doing it. Like I look forward to it, and I like to just sort of see what comes out. And like I watch other people, like um, oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. MJ's channel, Crow Tarot. I love her dailies, so she sort of inspired me to do my dailies. I'm just sort of clearing the space because these year readings are kind of like, ugh. I think what it has to do with the fact is that it's a year reading for an entire group of a sign. It's a lot of possible energies. Does that make sense, guys? Like it feels like a lot. Like as I'm like picking up on the vibes of everything. It's like you open yourself up. You open that door to like, okay, what is all the Leos that could potentially watch this video? What are they going to experience? And how do I like concisely bring it down into a message that fits and makes sense for everybody in the best way possible, kind of thing, So it's a fair amount of work, even though it just sounds like I'm just sitting here talking. Maybe a little bit on my third eye. Okay. I can actually feel pressure on my third eye. Okay, let's bring it to today, December 4th. Wednesday, December 4th. Tonight there is a charming at 7:30 Central Standard. So that would be 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. So keep that in mind. If you're interested in the charming, feel free to book one early if you'd like. You can send over a reservation. They're $25. I will possibly do some free card pulls in between. If you purchase a charming, you will get put into an entry for a practice mediumship reading with me. That would be done over the phone or Facebook video for a half an hour. Again, it is practice, so I am caveating that. I want to practice, so I only have 7 names in the box right now from the previous charmings, where people bought charmings. But I am going to pull 2 names, and then I'll conduct those charmings at some point soon. we'll schedule them. So that's like a little added incentive to want to buy or purchase a charming. So that's available to you. Veronica, I don't do morning readings for specific people. This is the general forecast for the entire collective. So this reading is for you. It's just not, you need to take from it what you can and leave the rest, kind of thing. So I can't do specific. I do read specific people, but that's what I'm available for in private readings. That's my business. So if you would like a private reading with me, you can feel free to book one. They're $50 for an hour, and they're done over the phone or via Facebook video. If you feel the need to stare at me while I do it, um, but those are available to you, and those are uh, those can be awesome. Uh, without trying to sound like a bragger. But that's the way that you get that. But if you're just looking for a free card, then I would tune in on Wednesday night, which would be tonight, or Friday night, which would be 2 nights from tonight at 7:30 Central Time. And if you're here and I put you on the list, then I can pull like a single free card for you then. Okay. So, but in the mornings, this is the way that I kind of am able to serve as many people as possible in a way that also doesn't deplete me and gives you guys a little insight into who I am. So that's the whole point of this. And it's the weather forecast. It's the spiritual forecast. What does Spirit want us to be focused on today? What do we need to be aware of today? That's the intention. Hey, Candy Cornet. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. So let's get started. Let's start with the 3 breaths. So let's get seated if we aren't. If you want to join in, you're welcome, Veronica. It's not. It doesn't hurt. It hurts nothing to ask, but it's just kind of if I started doing single card reads for everybody. Right now, I do a lot of free stuff. If you go check out my YouTube channel, there's there's free monthly taroscopes. There's free. Right now I'm doing free yearly reads for each of the signs. So there's stuff there that you can also access, and this daily forecast I do with the intention for everybody. So there has to be a real trust in Spirit. If you don't trust Spirit, then this message may not be for you. But if you do trust readings and you do trust Spirit, then I believe that we're all interconnected and we can all take something from whatever's given, right? So that's the intention, or that's what I open myself up to every morning when I do this, with the intention of helping as many people as possible, those that tune in and those that watch in the future. And I trust that Spirit will reach those people that need it. So, all right, so let's do the 3 breaths. You guys know the drill, and if you don't know the drill, you're just going to have to keep up because I don't want to go through all the talking of it. We're going to take 3 breaths deep into the belly, through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. We're going to hold at the top of the breath, and as we hold at the top of the breath, we want to emanate a light. I am explaining it because I know that we have some new people here. Candy's here and she's new, so we want to emanate a light from within us, right, and allow that light to spread out throughout our body and out into our auric field. We want to adjust our chakras. There's nothing specific that we need to do. We just sort of allow that intend for our chakras to adjust to optimum for today, right, for present time moment now. And we can allow and trust that our spiritual body, our energetic body, will know what to do with that intention. As we do that, we want to be thankful for the body first, then the mind, and then on the 3rd breath, the spirit, right? And kind of visualizing them, hopefully, of them coming together in some sort of conjunction or support of one another. I like to see them like either gathering and holding hands in a circle of 3, or like wrapping their arms around each other, like if my mind or my body or my spirit had arms, I would have them coming close, and so that they're all in equal balance, okay? So that's what I do, but you guys find your own way that works for you, okay? These are just little practices that sort of set the energy. It slightly adjusts your own personal energy within your 3 different components. And I believe that the effects, even though it may seem slight or silly, what we're doing, the effects can be extremely profound. Because we set the intention and the tone that we want to be in balance within our own selves. All right, so let's take in that first breath through the nose, deep into the belly, and we're going to hold it. Okay, so take a breath in with me. Inhale. And hold. Begin to emanate that light and adjust your chakras. And release. Letting go of anything that doesn't serve us, anything that's out of date, anything that's old or stale, energy-wise, we can just let it go with that out breath. And giving thanks to the body for everything that it does for us. Let's take in that second breath in through the nose. Hold. Emanate that light. Allow those chakras to just adjust, fall in line. And they'll naturally do it with ease and grace. And release. Again, letting go of anything that no longer serves us, that is out of date, that we don't want. We can just allow it to go. Giving thanks to our mind for everything that it does for us and bringing it into connection with the body, into ease and grace with the body, into appreciation and gratitude for the body and the body for the mind, bringing those two together and seeing that energy kind of move between the two in gratitude, grace, and love. Isn't that nice? I think that feels really lovely. All right, let's take in that third breath. And hold, and just spread that light all the way out past your body into your auric field. Any final adjustments to your chakras, allow them to take place. Adjust your triangle. And release that breath. Giving thanks to the spirit for all of the the beauty and magic that is within it, for all of the things that it does for us, both seen and unseen, that we're aware of and that we're not aware of. Bringing that spirit into that picture of the mind and the body coming together and allowing the spirit to join. And just feeling the spirit sort of being in grace and ease and gratitude with the mind and the body, and those components being in grace and ease and gratitude with the spirit. Right? Mine right now, I see them holding hands, sort of doing a ring around the rosies, where they're kind of all working together. That's just what I visualized this morning, I guess. That's how it presents to me, is they're sort of skipping in a circle. But just feel that for a moment, and then when you're done with that, you can open your eyes and join me back here. Yeah, Nate says, breath, baby, taking some good air and make this a great day. That's the whole point. All right, so let's get to today's forecast. Let's ask Spirit for the message for the collective for today, for both those that are watching right now and those that may tune in later at any point in time in the future. What is it that we need to know for our highest good, Spirit, for December 4th? Wednesday, December 4th, it is the 4th, yes, of 2019. This is always intended with a timeless aspect to it, so if you happen to be watching this and you hear that date, like say it's way into the future, and you hear, December 4th, 2019, oh my god, that's on a date. It's not. It's on your screen for a reason. Trust that Spirit wants you to hear this. Just watch it. It's only a few minutes out of your life. Right, Spirit? Ways you can support the channel, just since I haven't said that yet, is please give me a like, a share, a subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the bell. Please subscribe. That way you'll be notified when I do go live on Wednesdays and Fridays. Like and follow the business page if you're watching via Facebook. That will help you to be notified if you do want to tune in for a charm night event and get a free card in between the charmings. You can certainly do that. It also keeps you linked to my business page, so if you do want to purchase a reading at some point, you can do that. Readings can be gifted during the holiday season if that's something that you're into. So that's available to you too. If you have any questions, you can message me at the business page. And let me look at what we've got going on. Wow, okay. I'm going to flip the camera so you guys can see the card. So today's card is the Ace of Pentacles. I like this card for today. I think that it's a really wonderful card. This is the Hypercompe Scribonia. And it's this beautiful moth, right? And to me, it feels like we're getting ready to take off in flight. As I look at this, I'm looking at this moth and I feel like this moth is trying to make a decision. Which way do I go? The idea here is that this is the Ace of Pentacles, Pentacles being the element of earth or that of material gain, relationships, things like that. But when I look at this, it feels like we have the power to fly ourselves wherever we want to go. We have the inspiration today to do that. There is going to be some of you that maybe have divinely inspired ideas about how to make better money or feel more financially secure. Utilize that today. Tap into that energy. Just the bottom note on this card is material gain, guys, right? So, which makes sense. It's a Pentacles card and it's the Ace. There's this opportunity here. Moths, to me, feel like this moth in particular feels to me like it has the opportunity to fly wherever it wants to go today. So if you have an idea, or if there's something that you've maybe seen like it's been out of your reach, or maybe not possible, go for it is kind of what I'm hearing. Allow yourself to be drawn towards that, fly towards that, like sort of like how a moth is drawn to a flame. And I don't mean that you're going to burn yourself or anything like that, but like keep an eye out today for those divine inspired thoughts, those divine inspired ideas, something that maybe comes out of left field and says, oh hey, you could do this. And this doesn't necessarily have to be about finances either. This could be about sort of anything in the material world. If there's like a little idea that pops into your head about how to better your home situation, your home life, you know, or maybe there's a inspiration that you come across about how to better a relationship with, like, say, a family member during this holiday season. This is that sort of card that makes me feel like, yes, this is material gain, but a relationship with a family member is also part of, like, sort of the material experience. It's part of the material world, the physical world that we live in. And so I feel like this Ace of Pentacles can be sort of inspired thought, or the idea, the sort of the magic. And moth, I have to say, is a very close relative to butterfly, which is a symbol of transformation. You know how the butterfly goes through into the cocoon and comes out in as a caterpillar and out as a butterfly, and it goes through all those different stages. And when you look at the idea of butterfly as a spirit animal, it's usually a signifier of, okay, what stage are you in, kind of thing, right? I have this deck that teaches you that in the book about the medicine cards. But for me, with this moth is about, we're already in our place of, we're ready. Like, does that make sense? Those of you that might be sitting on the fence, stop sitting on the fence. It feels like this isn't about like questioning the phases. This is the Ace of Pentacles, right? We have the answers. We have the opportunities. We have the divine sort of inspired ideas. Utilize them. Spread your wings and fly today. Like Nate said, breath, baby, take in some good air and make this a great day. Well, that's what this moth wants you to do. Like, on that out breath, use that out breath to fly this moth wherever it needs to go, so that you can be happy today, so that you can experience sort of whatever it is that you want today at a material level. I want to look at this a little bit. We had those lovers cards in the midweek, and we're definitely at the midweek point, it being Wednesday. This Ace of Pentacles says to me that if we are in the energy of that underpinning of the lovers card from Sunday's broadcast and from Monday's, right, this Ace of Pentacles makes complete and total sense, because we should be operating, I shouldn't say should, but if we're listening to these cards and we are using these cards as a focal point for our day and for our forecast, then that energy of the Lovers should be underneath this sort of, it's like the backbone of this Ace of Pentacles, right? So what I mean is when we're looking at life from that place of the view of the Lovers, where we're finding appreciation for the situations around us, where we're finding appreciation for the people around us, even if they're driving us nuts. If we're finding appreciation and gratitude for them, it creates this space for this Ace of Pentacles. It creates this space for this opportunity for material gain. It creates this space where we start to understand that maybe, you know, moth is not the prettiest of animals, but moth is like a very highly creative animal. Moth is an animal that sort of is similar to the butterfly. It just doesn't get like the sort of the what's the word that I want to say, like the beauty or the admiration that the butterfly gets, but it does just as much work. It does just as much, and some of them can be absolutely gorgeous. Like, let me show you this really quick. It's funny that this moth is up here today. When I was living in Mexico, I walked outside my house and this moth was laying literally on the floor of at my doorstep, and so I took it to a jeweler and I had her make me this. That's selenite. But so moth magic is a pretty powerful magic. If you don't know about moth energy, and that's framed in a frame. So he hangs in my office. So it's funny that we have this moth here today. I'm gonna hang him back up, sorry, just so the cat doesn't try and eat him. So I'm like looking at him while I'm talking about this moth, and I thought I would share that with you guys. So moth magic, like look it up as a totem animal today, and then look at what it stands for. I believe it stands for, you know, moths work at night, they fly at night, they can see opportunities through the night that I think are important. This could also be representational of shadow work, just the night aspect of the moth and how it works at night. Is there opportunities for us to possibly work with our shadow selves or our deeper, darker belief systems around ourselves and around our money situation that might allow us to sort of free ourselves up so that we can have an opportunity for material gain? Now, if, like I said, to go back to that Lovers card, and what was it, that Eight of Wands, I want to say, which was that purpose card that was at the beginning of the week. You know, some of us wrap our money and our material abundance up in our purpose or in our self-worth. If we've got that going on, you know, I certainly do at times. If we've got that going on, maybe today would be a good day to look at that and let go of that. Find different ways of seeing that or looking about that, or perceiving that. Find different ways of holding ourselves. How do I want to say, like, find different ways of holding that in our space so that we can be inspired, so that we can fly towards new avenues of material gain and the creation of that. Today is a really good day to do that. And if we have that underpinning energy of the Lovers card, pursue what you love and do it from a place of love. Generate out that love to the world around you, to the environment around you, and see what that brings back to you. What opportunities does that bring back to you? What sort of, you know, like, it's funny, like I'm thinking of the Lovers card and I'm thinking of like a moth to a flame. Like, if the Lovers card is the flame, allow the moth to fly around it today and see what sort of opportunities or possibilities are there for material gain. And that can, like I said, it doesn't necessarily, material gain in my opinion doesn't have to be just about money. It can be about friendship. It can be about a deepening of a relationship, familial or romantic. It can be about you know, becoming more invested in your job or your career, where you become more appreciated in the workspace, where you connect with a coworker. These are all things that, to me, or you even the idea of bettering your home space, right? Like making small adjustments or changes that make you feel deeply happy and feel more content within your home. that's kind of this energy too. That can be a form of material gain, like treating yourself or moving, adding a piece of furniture that you wanted, or do you know what I'm saying? It can be simple things like that that still give us joy and bring about that love or that underpinning of that lover's card. So if the lovers are the flame, the moth certainly wants to fly around it today, is the message that I'm getting. So where is it that you can utilize this Ace of Pentacles energy? Where is it that you can find opportunities and go for them? And I gotta say this too: a moth will go for a flame almost like relentlessly until it dies. And so I'm not saying that anybody's gonna die today, but we need to almost use that mentality of not giving up today and pursuing that with that sort of singular purpose like a moth. Okay? Interesting. She was up yesterday. Thank you. She says, thank you. I have everything that I need right here, right now. So again, I think that this is, when I look at this, this is about that material gain. When we believe that we already have it, it's there for us. When we believe that it's already within us, it's there for us. When we believe when we're in gratitude, it's easier to attain, right? So this thank you card is saying to us, similar to yesterday, right? It was yesterday. It was yesterday. This is, she's sort of closing her eyes, she's going inward, she's trusting herself, she's exposing her neck, like this is what I said yesterday in yesterday's reading. To me, I see this vulnerability, like she's opening herself up by closing her eyes and trusting, using her intuition and her, like allowing herself to be vulnerable and be aware that everything she needs is within her. And this Ace of Pentacles here, this moth says, everything is within me also. I just need to make a decision and sort of fly towards it. And do it in a way that, not necessarily that you're going to kill yourself, but do it in a way that is sort of, relentless is kind of a strong word, but like with a singularity of purpose that there's no room for not having it, right? We have it all within us. That's what this thank you card says. It says here, I have everything that I need right here, right now. So go about believing that and being thankful for that and in gratitude of that, and watch that gain happen. Watch that material gain happen. Watch that shift in who you are or what you have change. And again, I'm going to go back to that Lover's card. When we're in that space of gratitude and love, we're able to see the attributes or the gifts that we do have and appreciate them, right? And then more of that, more to appreciate comes to us and through us and into our experience. All right, so let's look at the grounding stone for today. We go to the grounding stone bag. Interesting. We get angel. So, where are your angels in all of this? I'm going to say this. Today would be a good day to call upon your angels. Call upon your spirit guides. Call upon the opportunities to be shown where you need to be grateful, where you need to see the material gain or the this aspect of this thank you card. It says, I have everything that I need right here, right now. So call upon your angels, call upon your spirit guides, call upon God, whatever it is that is your higher power that you trust and allow to guide you, and ask them to show you areas where you can find more gratitude, areas where you might think you're lacking in gratitude, or you might feel as though you don't have what you need, and ask them to show you how it is either you to go about getting what you need, because you have this Ace of Pentacles card here, which says you can do it today if you really feel that it is lacking or missing, or is it actually there? Can the angel show you um, what you're not seeing, right? What you're not, what you're missing, and that might be part of this eyes being closed today. Yesterday, to me, she felt a lot about being vulnerable, and I do feel like this is going internal. We need to go internal and trust ourselves and sort of dive deep into our intuition to connect to our connection to, say, our angels or our spirit guides. But today would be a good day to do that as we connect that and we ask those questions or ask for those opportunities to see those things or to be given those inspired thoughts. We will be given them. So utilize today to connect to spirit. Utilize today to connect to yourself. Utilize today to connect into your gratitude. And then take those energies and move forward into the day and see where it is that you can use those connections and perceptions of gratitude, and how you can utilize them to sort of create inspired ideas and um, opportunities to grow in your world, in your material world. Okay? Candy Cornett, you live in Mexico. I used to live in Mexico. I just moved back. Oh, good luck, Karen. Karen says I started training this week for waitressing out of the door in a little bit. Love and blessings to you, Dan. Have a great day. Have a good training, Karen. All right, so you guys, I'm going to leave you guys with this. This is your forecast for the day. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it makes sense. If you feel like it doesn't, then maybe today's, a forecast for somebody else. But I think we can all utilize the forecast if we are open our minds and our hearts to it. This angel stone definitely says that to me. So please enjoy this. Share it out if you feel so inclined. And hey, Andrew, how are you? You have a good one too. Hi, Cecilia Mary, how are you? You guys, please share it out and join me tonight at 7:30 if you want to watch a Charming. And I will see you guys tomorrow in the morning. Please go to the YouTube channel and check out the tarot scopes that are going up for the 2020 year. And there's all kinds of stuff going on. All right? You're very welcome, Christina. Have a great day, you guys, and I will see you all later tonight. All right, bye-bye.